Yeah.
So guys, welcome back to today's session of Talk Ball Media. Welcome, bro.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
So guys, do well to always subscribe and hit the channel notification bell so that you will not be missing any training update about Talk Ball Media.
Yeah.
Today's section now, you'll be getting all the happenings in football because number one, Chelsea and Manchester United are now planning of changing managers, and some have done so while some have not
So far,
done. Yeah, so we'll also be talking about the preview and we'll also be finalizing with the title challenge. It is melting and it's boiling down in the Premier League. Now let's get into the straight topic of the day. Liam Rosenior. Wow, what a coach. I know English media will be so happy because come on, he's an Englishman. You know the English media, they love their people. So I think this Liam Rosenior now, he'll be a very massive coach. You can see from the way he's speaking in the press conference, you can see how
with so much confidence.
Yes, you can see how fluent he is. And I'm very confident of Liam Rosenior because I think he will succeed. He knows the intensity of the Premier League, so he will succeed in the Premier League. So what do you think about it?
To me, I believe he's going to show more work, and as an EPL Premier League player,
yes,
he's going to perform very well.
Okay, I think you be the topic. You'll be the topic of the week because Liam Rosenior is a coach that he loves to make his football known to people. So, bro, what do you think about this Man U situation at the moment?
Bro, I was about even asking you on that. Well, for the fact that he's a former Manchester United player coming to sit as the interim coach, I think the seat is going to be a tough job for him. But let's just see how it's going to be, because to me, the British media as a whole are supporting him, because he's a former Manchester United player. So let's see how it's going to be.
Well, for me, Ole Gunnar coming back, I think when he was Man U's coach, he was worrying the big teams, showing his football. He was out of the managers that Man U have said, he was the only person that tried to show his football. For me, I think he will do it, but the interim manager for now should try and work and see how he could set the table for Ole Gunnar while coming back.
Let's give him the chance. At least his first match, him playing with Burnley.
And he'll be working with people that he not signed. That's the problem.
No. You don't just have to use that one as an excuse. This is going to be his first match as the acting manager to Manchester United. So let's just see how it's going to be.
Okay, now going into the matches of the day. Wow. The world champions plays football
Chelsea
today.
FC.
So Chelsea traveled to Craven Cottage to face Fulham, side that have shown they are stubborn to play Man City, Liverpool. You can see that, including Arsenal. Despite if Arsenal won them, Man City won them, but you can see that Man City game. You can see that Fulham has this fighting spirit. Anytime that they're home, they cannot give up. So even if you're leading Fulham with 2 goals, you need to seal it up.
Just like what happened of recent they played against Liverpool. Liverpool at some point, Liverpool felt like they have won the game because even when Gakpo scored the goal, he had to take off his shirt, celebrate the ball. Or the next how many seconds they equalize.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Fulham, they're home. They feel like even a second is enough for them to win the game and change the game around. If you're watching the game, you see that resilience that they want to score. Fulham are a team that they don't give up easily.
They always want to prove a point.
Mostly in that their home. If it was a home game for Chelsea, I would be so confident. But I'm still confident, despite the fact that we are world champions and maybe the coach now leaving now, building from the confidence of the Man City 1-1 draw. I think the boys will get something from the game. Reece James still fit, and we know the normal Reece James when he's available. Caicedo now returning back to the game from suspension. That's a booster. Robert Sanchez also returning. Wesley Fofana, he missed the game due to fever, and now one of the best left back in the world, Marc Cucurella, returned. So I think we have like 4 boosters coming into this game.
And Chelsea's front line is superb.
Yes, it's superb. We just need the right manager to tell him this is what you need to do. You need to be direct while attacking. So what do you think about the game, and how do you think the game will end?
To me, if I would say my prediction, I would say it's going to be a Chelsea's favor, 2-1. Yeah, Chelsea are going to win the match. Though it's not going to be a walkover game because they are London brothers.
Yes, that's true.
Chelsea and Fulham.
Your scoreline really reflects, because Fulham, everybody knows that Fulham want to watch Chelsea and they'll score. For me, I go with a 3-1 win. Now, moving into the next people now. Manchester United versus Burnley. Man U travel to Tough Moor to face Burnley.
This match, this match is going to be like a statement to the new manager coming in as a Manchester United coach, Fletcher. So I think he's going to try to prove a point here. He's not going to be something like to me. He's not looking for.
And it's an away game.
You don't just have to use that one. I always say don't use that as an excuse. Now in the Premier League, you play from your home, you play from your away.
Yeah,
it's like it's a neutral game. It's an open game.
Yes.
But you don't have to underrate Burnley.
But you know all these relegation teams, when it comes to second half of the season, you see them pick form and they fight very well because they want to show their fans that even if we are going to relegate, we have something to hold on to, at least the performance and everything. We saw that from teams like Sheffield United when they left or something like that. So I think it will be a very tough match for Man U. So going into the game, what do you think will happen and where do you think it will go wrong for Man U and where do you think it will go right for Man U?
Going into the game, I think this match might be like it's going to be like an offset because Burnley over here, they will not love to drop a point, being the fact that they are playing at their home and they are struggling to grab a point to leave relegation. You understand? So I think it's going to be a tough match. I believe Manchester United will win. Man U will win.
So what's the scoreline for the game?
Scoreline for the game, I think it's going to be 3-1.
I was going for a 3-1, but I think it will be a 2-1 because Burnley now will definitely concede and they'll concede 2 goals. And Man U along the line have played 15 away games without keeping any clean sheet. So it will be a 2-1 win. Now the next game. Title contenders. Man City versus Brighton. Man City now at home to Brighton. The unsteady Brighton. What do you think of the game?
The Brighton game. The last time Manchester City meet with Brighton won them.
At the Amex Stadium.
Yes, Brighton won them. So I think Brighton, they are coming into this game with the mindset that they can do it. You understand? That they can do it if they won them before the previous match, they can still do it. That's how I'm seeing it. It's not going to be an easy game for Manchester City.
But in my own part, I think Brighton will really suffer because Man City now, are suffering from mental issues now because they've not kept their cool since they played Sunderland. They played 0-0, now playing Chelsea 1-1. And those two teams are possible 3 points you're supposed to get. Chelsea without a manager and missing some key players. You could not win. And Sunderland missing like 5 to 6 players due to AFCON. You could not win. You got a draw. So coming back to home, I think Man City will destroy Brighton. So what do you think about the scoreline? For me, I'll go with a 3-1 win in favor of Manchester City.
3-1 win. To me, I'll go with 2-2. They will draw. Brighton will score 2. Manchester City will score 2. That's how I see it. Yeah.
Not a bad prediction, but I think the prediction is still okay. Now, Bournemouth versus Tottenham. What do you think about the game?
That's a tough one.
I think this should be Semenyo's last game for Bournemouth. So he will have to show the fans something to cheer up on.
To me, since it's going to be his last game for Bournemouth, I don't think he really wants to prove a point because he will be playing to save his legs. Because even the previous game I watched him play against Arsenal, he was not giving his best.
But I think this one he will be more emotional because he wants a situation whereby when he's being substituted, the whole fan now stand up and give him a standing ovation.
You're making a point.
Like that.
Yeah, you're making a point there, but at some point, already now, I think the deal is almost to be finalized. Sealed, So, to me, I'll still say that he's not going to give his best.
So going into the game, I think Tottenham have been shaky. I don't know. Tottenham, I back Tottenham as the underdogs going into this new season. But I don't know. Tottenham have been shaky since changing manager. I don't know. But we cannot say injury is an excuse. I know they've missed some key players. Dejan Kulusevski, Madison, Kudus now have gone out for some weeks injury. I don't think injury is an excuse. Maybe they went into the season, they did not plan for it. But I think this game now, I could say a slight 1-1 draw.
That's your scoreline.
That's my scoreline for the game. So what do you think about it?
To me, I think Tottenham will win in favor of Tottenham. 0-2.
0-2.
Yes, because they are playing at away.
Not bad. But Bournemouth in their home, they don't fail to score. The Vitality Stadium, they score Arsenal 2, scored Chelsea 2, still scored Man City. So they are always scoring their home.
This is Premier League, and that is why it's more interesting than any football.
Yes, Premier League. You cannot just
anything can happen. You understand? So to me, I think Tottenham is going to win.
So now, Unai Emery's side now travel to Selhurst Park to take on Crystal Palace. Unstable Crystal Palace. I don't know what has been wrong with Crystal Palace. For the past 5 games, I've not seen Crystal Palace their normal self. I don't know. What do you think should be the problem of Crystal Palace, and what do you make of the game coming into the Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa game?
Crystal Palace, Crystal Palace is a tough team. For the meantime,
yes, they low block very well.
Yeah, they tend to be surprising people. You understand? Like now, to you believe that it's going to be an easy game for United Emirates.
No, you can't.
Yeah, because the way you're sounding,
like Crystal Palace are out of form. That's the Premier League.
For the past few matches, they have not been performing well. Well. But I think they're going to give Aston Villa a tough match.
That's to me too. I'm seeing an offset for Aston Villa. Aston Villa could be so mad. I'm seeing a scoreline of 2-0 in Crystal Palace favor or a 2-1 win. But I'm strongly going for a 2-1 win for Crystal Palace because I'm very certain that there will be an offset in this week's Premier League matches. Okay. So I think Crystal Palace will defeat Aston Villa 2-1.
I'm seeing the bunch to be a draw. I'm seeing it to be draw.
The scoreline
should be 1-1.
1-1 draw.
Yeah.
Okay, now Premier League title. The title challenge. The heat is now on. As Guardiola usually say that you cannot win the Premier League in December. Now we are in January. So now the battle is getting on. What do you think about the Arsenal versus Liverpool? The reverse fixture was now 1-0 in favor of Liverpool. That free kick which went in by Szoboszlai. Now Liverpool now travel to Emirates
to face Arsenal.
The leaders of the Premier League. What do you think about the game?
Before Arsenal get to be in that position, they deserve it. They've been it since last year and currently this year, January. Arsenal are going to win Liverpool because why do I say so? Arsenal seems to be so good at their home, and Arsenal seems to be so good when it has to do with revenge. Just let me now take your mind back to when they played against Aston Villa.
Yes.
At the
Emirates. They take revenge.
You see the way they played the game, the mentality. Exactly. The players, Declan Rice, Zubimendi, they took the match too serious and they had to win. So I don't know about you. What can you say about the scoreline?
This Arsenal versus Liverpool game, I think Liverpool at the moment they are trying to pick up. I know it will be tough for Arsenal because I know Arsenal fans now think that they'll win Liverpool, they'll do comeback. But me, I still go for favor of Arsenal. But I think Liverpool could upset them. Liverpool, there'll be an upset.
So what's the
I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
Wow.
A 2-2 draw.
Wow.